Yeah, good one. I don't believe you. Hey, welcome to 20s for Days, where 5 dickheads get together, roll virtual dice, and play Dungeons and Dragons like absolute beasts. I am Nathan. I will be your GM this evening for this absolute fiasco that is the Southpoint High series. We are brought to you this fine week by a fantastic little I don't want to say business. It's not a business, right? What do you call it again?
NFP.
Non-profit.
Not for profit organization. Run by our good friend Jay. Jay, take it away. Give us his spiel before we hook in.
Oops.
Righto. So Operation Bin Chicken is a crowd-funded and mostly self-funded
Again.
non-profit that I run, or that I operate, basically, which is all about removing litter or rubbish from wilderness Australia. So basically, I go out, I pick up rubbish where I find it, and I make sure it goes to the right place, that being the recycling depot or other companies that recycle specific items. And 99% of what I pick up, or what people are actually chucking out, turns out actually can be recycled in one way or another. So lot less going to landfill than you would expect. And basically, that's all I'm about. Is just protecting our environment, protecting wild places, wild Australia, and yeah, safeguarding it for future generations. On top of that, as a serving member in the Australian Defence Force, I also know how difficult the transition process can be for some people, and also veterans who might be dealing with their service. So, as someone who has suffered from mental illness before in the past as a result of their service, I'm also offering, tag-along situations for any current serving or ex-serving members. Just get out there, do a bit of good work, pick up some rubbish, and you'll be surprised at how much it actually feels good. So, it's another way that I'm trying to help in my own little way, just to make the world a bit of a better place.
Good man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Didn't realise how much could be recycled from what you gathered.
Yeah, like pretty much everything these days can be recycled in one way or another, except for
Awesome.
nappies. Nappies can't be recycled. Well, they can, but
If you get the fabric ones.
long story short.
That's awesome. All right. Awesome.
Feel
Thanks
good
for that,
story of
Jay.
the week.
We've got socials, so there's a Facebook and Instagram, which I'm a lot more active on.
There's shit out of it.
The GoFundMe page, if anyone wants to donate to the mission, every single cent goes straight into fuel in the car and tip fees and stuff like that, just to keep me out there, keep me picking up rubbish where I find it, and keeping Australia beautiful.
Yay!
Excellent. All right. And with our fantastic sponsor, Operation Bin Chicken.
Well, it's not really a sponsor. I'm not giving you it.
We'll plug it where we can, mate.
Yeah.
Every little bit helps. So yeah, to all the bots out there watching,
Yeah, we know.
we know. Get amongst Operation Bin Chicken and doing some awesome work. All right. And without further ado, let's we got. I think Addie's been working on a special screen for this and stuff over the last week. So let's hook into the players. Let's go. Switch it over. Go.
Do the thing.
Do it.
Come on. Fuck it.
All right. So our first player. We didn't actually have a special screen. I was just what Addie's reaction was. So without further ado, let's introduce. Let's start with Addie.
I'm Addie. I'm playing Hank, the gnome apprentice wizard. finding he's got a bit of cheeky inner strength when his friends are being semi-molested. Pew, pew, pew. Finger
Incredible.
guns are plenty.
All right. To follow that one, we've got Rana.
Rana playing Chad, Elvish Monk. Why does everyone keep dying?
Good question.
Yeah, I don't actually know. I'm not actually in charge of this. It's all Rob's fault. All right. Jakey.
Playing Thor. Currently in blissful serenity after cannonballing fucking gracefully from a 50-story building.
Yes, you did. It was
to
it was
escape
amazing.
being semi-molested.
What happened at the end? All right, and finally, we have Jay.
Okay, I'm Jay, and I'm playing the fictional character of Ray, the aforementioned possible molesterer.
Incredible. All right. So to recap last week, boy, was it a doozy. All right. So our heroes, our four heroes that know each other incredibly well, have been lifelong friends, especially the bloke with a stingray on his head. They started in Chad's dad's apartment complex in Chad's 50th story penthouse suite, I suppose. Not even a suite, it's just like the 50th floor that he owns. They found Chad's dad impaled and dead in the shower, with the window wide open. Seems to have been broken inwards from the outside. CSI Southpoint found a hidden message on Dad's body written in abyssal. It said that this was necessary. I'm here to help. I'm going to get you out. You must eliminate the principal. Signed, BS. They took the rune-lock sword out of the body. It was booby trapped, so to speak, but they avoided the trap. They also went looking through Chad's dad's gear, like in his office. They found a hidden safe with an old 3310 Nokia in it. Hank currently has it on his person. It is out of charge and requires a charger.
That's right.
From there, the doorbell rang, and it was the dwarven officer from the night before that Chad had seen talking to his dad, plus this officer's bodyguards. The exit plan, as I like to call it, was initiated where Chad took the fire escape stairs to exit this building quite calmly. No fear, nothing extreme, so to speak.
Hey, I moved with speed.
Yeah, Ray. I mean, you're still calm about it. It wasn't like you were like bolting, but Ray swam down the water feature. Incredible in my mind canon. And then the jump buddies took life by the nuts and jumped off the water feature, falling gracefully with a few flips and twists. 50 stories. Right at the last minute, like with about a couple of seconds left of the fall, Hank decided to use his Misty Step feature or his spell to softly land safely on the side of the water feature. Thor, on the other hand, did not. He is not in a good way. He may not be able to think like the way he used to now, but he's in a spot of bother.
Olympic swan dive
From there,
from Into the kiddie pool.
Graceful
50 stories.
AF.
Bang. From there, Ray decided to initiate some sort of water extraction from Thor's lungs and apply some form of stingray to definitely a tabaxi mouth-to-mouth maneuver. Hank declared this was not a good idea. He did not want him to be touched. Do not touch him. Please stop. I do not want you to touch him. And then there was some friendly fire from Hank onto Ray in the art form that is the magic missile.
Pew, pew, pew.
Ray took that on board, quickly dismissed it, and went in again for another mouthful of Thor. He then copped another magic missile, and then Ray decided, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Oh yeah, it's not the water that is hurting this poor fellow. It was the 50-foot crushing blow into 3 foot of water that has done it.
My glasses are bruised.
Everything's bruised. You are a bruise.
Didn't know
you're
you
lucky
could
I didn't
bruise
just roll.
toner. Well, no, that's a bad one.
Yeah, you're lucky I didn't roll actual damage instead of just saying no,
Spleens.
you're unconscious. Yeah, you're going to be shitting blood for about 4 weeks, I reckon.
And your skeleton.
And then after that, the dwarven officer and bodyguards spotted. This is probably during the whole extreme swan dive. The dwarven officer spotted Chad exiting down the fire escape stairwell. The bodyguards pursued. Chad was too fast. Chad jumped the wall. Chad found the water dog, the water hound. Crossed the river, told the water hound to go find Hank, and then Chad made his way back to the Tabaxi's home. From there, the dwarven officer ordered the bodyguards to pursue. They went down, grabbed a tank, and started pursuing. He jumped in what looked to be a gigantic drone flying machine. Here we go. Here come the gifts already. And then we shortly found
quality.
out that that stingrays attached to human puppet bodies are no good at jumping over walls.
Turns out, who would have thought? Yeah,
Who would have thought?
I would have put money that it would have been all right.
Yes, speaking of bruises.
Instead of walking about 50 feet up along the wall, just walking around, no, this is the desire. The desire was to go over the wall, tactical insertion style. Natural one ensued, followed by okay, fuck it, I'll just let you have it because we need to get moving. Yeah, crazy stuff. All right, the dwarven officer and co pursue Chad back to the Tabaxi's home, where they found all the Tabaxi gathered by all these guys all caught up as well. They were probably about 100 feet away, whereas Chad was about 60 feet away, hiding under a bridge splashing water. And then the dwarves seem to have gathered up all of the Tabaxi, shot one in the head. Then they've all breathed momentarily and then left back to their homes as ordered. And then the drone flying machine has just mowed down all the homes while the Tabaxi are in there. And that's where we left off.
Thinking about it, I'm not sure why they decided to kill that one Tabaxi by himself. Because at the moment, it just sounds like it would have been a better way to go than to burn alive in a giant tree.
I guess
Wonder what he
consider it
did.
oversight.
What did he do right to,
Exactly.
get that sweet mercy?
I don't know.
Information. He was an informant.
Oh,
That's not canon. Sorry.
it is now.
It's canon.
Also,
now. He was
thinking
the-
about it, I think it was actually a she, but
Yeah, it was. Yeah, she was an informant. All right, so you guys have all seen this. The drone has just mowed down Thor's house and all the other the other houses that were there. Completely flattened them with like, let's just say, 4 Gatling guns on each side of this fucking, or Vulcan cannons on each side of this body.
I mean, it's
The whole
possible
estate.
that somebody might have survived.
It is, and then it just flies off back towards the beach,
Dawn,
off into the ocean,
look
and
around.
the tank obviously rolls out.
Is there anything else in the area around
No.
watching?
Not watching. I mean, make a. Where are you? You're a fair way away. No, not that you see.
Bugger! I'm running towards the tabaxi houses.
Okay.
Oh. Blah, blah. Too powerful these won't be for me. Fuck this. I'll be off towards the sea.
Well, it's not hard. It's just that way down the river. And I.
All right. So
Sorry, you go.
Finally,
So
the guy who's been telling the teenagers to fight an army realizes why they've all been going. But we're 13.
all right. So Chad runs over to the houses. Who had Thor on them? Was it Ray?
I don't think
Yeah.
either of them had Thor on them because I don't think they'd be able to walk.
No, I was carrying
Dragged
him.
behind, whacking against a couple of rocks as
I
they
was-
walk,
yeah, I
was
possibly.
carrying him.
Yeah, I think Ray was dragging him along. Like, it's just like puppet body dragging another puppet body, basically.
Perfect.
It was impressive.
Yeah, so it's like puppet body on strings, like from Team America or the Thunderbirds, dragging a puppet body without strings, just dragging everywhere.
You mean just a body?
Nah, I want to be a puppet. It's funnier.
Yeah.
Alright, we book
Funnier to me.
it towards the
It's fucking great.
the bridge and climb up.
Yeah, look and see if I can find any survivors.
Oh, just fucking throw down. I mean, I'll give you advantage investigation. Because fuck it, why not? Let's just roll the dice.
I'm not smart though.
Um,
I'm panicking
Your answer
hardcore.
your answers immediately finding anyone alive is nil. You do not. Even with a shitty roll like that, you find nothing. It's just mowed down almost to like, you see chunks of people. You see fur here and there. You see what looks to be a bunch of water chicken about the place. And it's just splinters, like it's just flattened down to nothing.
Oh Christ. Ayo's a bit of a dick. God, I'm gonna just sit down for a bit.
All right, what do you guys do?
Hustle
Run up.
upstream.
Yep.
Attempt to survive.
Doing good, jump buddy. Doing good.
Thanks, bud.
So you make it upstream. You make it to the bridge if that's what you're aiming for.
Yep. And then like peer around. Can we see any patrols?
Negative. It is the most recent one which initiated this whole thing has left back towards the towers.
Alright. Drag Thor up onto the street.
Mm-hmm.
And let's have a bit of panic. Look around. What can we see?
We're having a party.
Jazz hands! Distressed jazz hands.
All you see is Chad amongst the splinters of the Tabaxi glade. It's fucking cactus.
Chad!
gonna pick up a water chicken and just walk back to the gang?
It's less whole water chicken, more just chunks of.
At least it's probably partially cooked.
Uh, this is all we got left for the cat.
Well, how about you give us a hand and we'll run to his home and see what the damage is.
I just point at the crater.
You never know. It might not be so bad.
As you say that, you look at your orientation of where you are. You're like, yeah, it might not be so bad. It could be worse, right? And you look where the bridge is. You look down at the river at like the little pontoon with like the little river boat out the front. You're like, this is it, wasn't it?
Shit.
I
My
mean-
bad.
This was going to be the point where I turn around and I go pick up a freaking limb.
Is their house kind of still freestanding in the tree, or is the tree wonky, or
The tree has been like more or less blasted into splinters.
I sort of lean over to Chad at this stage. I'm like, this place is no good. We are here. Let's scurry away before the dwarves make us disappear.
I think they think we disappeared. Hey, short stag.
yes, Indiana?
There's
What is it, Indy?
you know how I mentioned the dwarf guy looking for the code and 24 hours or about, I don't know, 8 now and my entire family dies, and then we found this suspiciously hidden Nokia phone?
Just Nokia.
Yeah, okay, Nokia is the same in all worlds.
Reality.
Do you have the funny, sneaky suspicion that perhaps it's got the codes on it?
No.
I mean, John Betty said no, but I think
Wait.
it could be a yes.
Somebody is unconscious.
So we need a charger. That's what we definitely need. I could possibly try and tinker, but I need a set of tools because I don't have a set of tools on me.
I'm
I've
still
got tools at home though.
fairly certain that the history classroom might have something.
Yes, let's go check out the school.
And that's what you wanted to do for like the past. I don't know, have you ever felt like life has been broken up into segments called sessions?
Something like that. Anyway, I'm just going to do something really dumb and just go check out the fire.
I mean,
The fire?
kind of went and checked it out. There's
Dead parents everywhere.
it's fur. Jump Buddy's on his way to becoming Man Bat.
Well, that'd just be weird. Cat bat? Bat cat.
Bat Cat. He's Bat Cat now.
Good man.
Can I do a cheeky investigation?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Survivors. I mean, it's pretty good.
It is a critical in a good way. You find 0 survivors. No one's alive. Everyone is dead. Everything has been just absolutely flattened. You don't find anything of interest here other than like dead parts of tabaxi
Yes.
and some of what Thor would call water chicken chunks.
Well, if they're cooked, I mean, We do need food.
Waste not, want not.
You find 6 pieces of perfectly cooked water chicken.
Just throw them
I
in
mean-
a bag.
And they're gone.
I put him in a bag, you
I
weird,
stir slightly.
weird man.
I've eaten the bag.
I mean,
You're going the right way, sir, for another visit to Magic Missile Town. Just saying. Just saying. Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Anyway, I think we should have a quick rest to recover. Let's hide under the river bridge thing.
yeah, somebody can hide under the bridge. I mean, the river. Something.
Put a rock on its back. It's a pebble. That's all I could lift. He was like, what was that?
I've got gills, dumbass.
But don't you have to
Alright,
move
so-
to make them work?
No, as long as there's flow over the gills, I just face upstream. So the current drift over them.
It was a fast-moving river.
We have a short rest under the bridge.
Yeah, I'm going back to my little
Sure.
mud hole.
Go for it.
Where the hell is my water dog?
Oh yeah, I saw it. The Rayman, Mr. Ray, smashed the shit out of it.
I was supposed to find you guys.
Oh well, it did. It definitely found us, and then before it could do anything with us,
That's right.
he obliterated it.
That cunt.
It kind of like wet woofed, and then he kind of made this almost shrieking sound,
You had a pet for all 4
and then he
seconds.
hit it with something, and it just went sploosh. Hope it wasn't like a what do you call it? Emotional support dog.
Chad just sits down and goes back to his bag of alcohol.
Stop it! Stop it!
So good.
Need you sober.
God damn it. Alright, so you have a short rest. So,
Yep.
Jakey, you can be conscious if you wish. If you want to spend your hit dice to gain health, go for it.
I
I
would
mean,
like to be
frankly,
conscious, thank you.
consciousness sounds shit.
Hit dice. How many dice is that? 1d10. 1d10.
Ray's just sort of like having a
Should be
bit of
more
a
than
tilt in the current of the river there, just letting it all wash over him and stuff like that. And you just hear bubbling up through the water, just the lyrics to The Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I'm also going
I whack
to.
up some heroin then.
I was going
So,
to say.
Jake, you can use up to 4 of them if you want. So you got 4 hit dice because you're level 4. So if you want to use more, you can, or you don't have to.
Should I save the rest of the next jump? I'll use one more.
That's the whole. This whole mini season of this absolute fiasco is just Thor wanting to do bigger and bigger jumps. So good.
Gonna spend my short rest because Chad's pretty well off. Throwing small rocks at the ray to annoy it because he killed my dog.
Yeah, cool. There you go,
Just
your
every
confidence-
time he looks like he's about to close his eyes, plink.
It's only
I'm
an hour.
flipping the bird when he looks at me.
How does Ray respond to that?
I didn't hear what she said.
So when you're trying to have your short rest, which is an hour long, an hour's worth of rest, every time it looks like you're about to like relax or whatever, Chad throws a small rock at you. And whenever you look at Chad, he flips you the bird.
Okay.
Because you smashed his water dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chad's
Rebels
bitching about the dog.
Troubles worry me not, Half. Why don't you worry about getting some rest yourself?
I'm good. Got my booze. But not a dog.
So, jump buddy. Spectacular jump back there, by the way.
Whoa. Thanks, John, buddy.
You did well.
I feel good. I feel great.
I say to you,
Yeah, you.
I love the serenity and the peace that follows a great jump.
Yeah, you've got like this, like slight bruising over like
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll be
50%
fine.
of your body. The back part's fine. The front part is it's purple, really purple. I don't want to
There's the
alarm.
risks involved.
Yes. Well, the ladies will love it, no doubt, if anybody actually came to see it. But next
save
time.
you, I did. Save you, I did. With
No. Be very careful of Mr.
Something-
Ray. He did a great job of carrying you.
No. Save you, I did. Save you, I did with the kiss of love. But I mean, if anyone
Swear.
asks,
I swear it
Anyone
tastes
ask for-
water chicken.
Yeah. He seemed to think you were drowning. You weren't, but that's... Well, anyway, he won't do it again. I hope he's learned his lesson.
well, I saved him, I did.
No, I saved
What?
him. Jump buddies for
What?
life.
I gave him the
What?
kiss of life. And
What?
by the
You tried to tongue punch the back of his throat,
I gave you the kiss
Oh,
of life.
God!
and I gave you 6 magic missiles.
By the rule of the Coral Sea, that now makes you my wife.
We're not in the sea. Nowhere
I
near
get
the
up.
coral.
I go over to Chad.
Oh, fuck.
And I
What an
take some,
inspo, mate. That's incredible.
Sorry, and you what?
I take some of your bottle.
Oh.
Clean my mouth with it.
Yeah, you might want to hold on to that. There's been
No.
an interesting development.
I don't want to know.
All right then.
I'm cleaning my mouth.
Okay, let's
It's not reaching my soul.
just go then. Should we just go then? When we climb up the opposite bank, because obviously the trees are all on the northern side of the river and the school's on the south. So even though there's this emanating glow from behind, we don't look behind and we just walk to the school.
Hey, this is near my house.
Yeah, about that. It's probably technically a little closer, I guess, in a way. Because, you know... Oh, no, it's probably a little further, actually.
What's this mean? I know this
Well,
one.
You know, distance from there to distance to there. And I might have rolled a little bit.
What? It was a tree.
Yeah.
Trees don't roll.
I don't know how to describe it in words. So I'll just
Just turn
show
around.
you. So I cast Minor Illusion. And I just have like a little shitty crayon picture of a tree and a drone. And then just like... and it... Almost like a shitty cutout puppet thingy.
Even better.
Then me coming away with 6 bits of chicken and Mr. Ray just eating my bag. And me looking dejected. And him looking full. It's like big belly.
Mum?
Sorry, buddy. I give Jump Buddy a big hug on the calf.
I sort of drape my arm over the him and sort of like half grabbing around his chest region, sort of like lean up against him.
I jump forcefully to the
Forcefully
left.
jump away from Ray.
Yeah. Do you want like an acrobatics or something?
Fucking yeah. Give it to us. I'm sure it'll be amazing.
Sure it will. Great at acrobatics.
It's pretty good. You bound away quite gracefully. onto all fours.
I'll then
I
go
stay
fetal.
on.
Yeah, boy.
I sort of look over at I can't even remember his name now.
Chad?
Hank.
Or Hank.
I look over at Hank and I'm just like sort of pointing at him and I'm like, you were my witness despite your magic attack, and now all I seem to be getting is flat.
I told you to stop molesting him. Stranger danger. He was stable.
It's
He was
only me, your mate.
fine. And you tried to kiss
I'm
him.
sucking my thumb.
And I said no. And then you looked at me and went down and I pew 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 and said no again. And then you tried to kiss him
Rocking
again.
slowly.
We are the jump buddies.
Mom!
No. No. No.
I'm just gonna pat Hank on the shoulder and just keep walking. Heading to school.
Alright. So,
It's alright, jump buddy. Up you
Shit
go.
stuff.
Up you go.
how are you going about this? Are you being stealthy or are you just straight beelining it or what?
Let's have a look. at the
Beelining
map.
it sounds like death. Just saying.
Beeline it.
I choose life.
Well, if you choose life and you wish to stealth, then make a stealth check.
I don't know. Why doesn't that...
It's my natural
I choose
skill.
life.
Good stealth.
Yeah, I mean, stealth is the way to go, but I was just... Oh, fuck, why doesn't that open properly?
I don't rightly know, sir. Strong.
Thank you.
We'll consider it a group check in the event that you're the only one that gets like a shit roll.
Sorry. Oh, look, mine's not great either.
That's alright. And just waiting for Jay.
What am I rolling? It's a
Stealth.
what's that?
Stealth. Okay, good. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so as a unit, you stealthily avoid any sort of patrols on your way there. Getting closer to the school, you do see that it is now being walled off, so to speak. Almost like prison style. Which side
So
or
it looks like an ordinary high school.
no? Not really. So which way are you approaching it from? From the rear, from either flank, or you going around and going to the front?
Oh, set off some sparklers and run across the oval.
All right, it's cannon.
Well, I mean, we're coming from the north side. But yeah, ideally, wherever the least
trees.
open, yeah, the more we can sneak through, the better.
So you're
Heck,
probably
we'll
looking
go
at
across
going-
in a wheelie bin dumpster.
So you get towards the back of the school, down where the rangers and stuff would train. You find like it's all walled. It's like a 10-foot wall, basically all the way around. And so, what do you want to do with that? You need to cross this barrier in order to get more information, or find a gate. Some
Does it? You go.
Trees, because it's near the ranger stations.
Yep.
Because I'll just climb up and see if I can see over and get a better
sure.
viewpoint.
So you climb up. Oh.
Sorry. I was going to
Go
say, you know what is good at climbing? Gotcha, buddy.
Is he stealthy though?
Of course he is. Look at him.
You betcha.
I lean over and give him a kiss for good luck.
I climb straight up the tree.
Last warning. Last warning.
Jesus Christ! All right,
Straight up the tree.
make me a check.
Surely an
Dex.
advantage out of pure fear, right?
Sure.
A dex check.
Flat dex at advantage because of fear.
Come on.
Makes sense. Sure. He just scrambles and scratches at the
Proper Batman.
scrambles and
Catman
scratches
style.
at the Catman style. Doesn't make much purchase. Chad sort of
I'm happy with it. I feel like I did a great job.
Yeah.
It's fucking unclimbable.
Chad goes up the next tree to get a better view. So over the top, you see obviously the school as it was before, its current state. So you see the crush ball sort of field. You see the ranger's sort of cabin where she was staying. You see new sort of like chain link fence off areas which are harboring people from within the town. You see guards posted, like quite a lot of these guards posted. And you do see at certain points around the chain linked off prison-esque areas some sturdily built sentry towers, so to speak, to get like a better viewing of the prisoners.
Chad! Chad!
Yeah?
What do your elf eyes see?
Death!
Oh. No.
Puppets to eyes.
Oh, really? Can I see Hank's family in one of the cages?
No.
Can you see any of the faculty?
And that was my next question. Yeah. Any of the teachers in the cages?
That's a good question. No.
Can you see anybody you know?
Well, considering that Mum, Dad, my brother, and the babysitter are no longer in town. Hey, is Chet and his dickhead tent friends there?
Is my mum there?
I'm gonna quietly point and giggle at them.
Very well done. You see your mum there. You just say, sure.
I'll just go, hey guys, you know those surfers who beat the shit out of us?
Hmm.
They're in there.
As well as like the rest of the town.
Yeah, the rest of the town, but the surfers in particular.
How
them.
far away are they?
Distance? And what's the distance to the school from here? And coverage?
School from here is probably about 500 feet. The prison probably extends 100 feet out from the building itself. Coverage is quite good in this area over the fence. But once you get beyond the ranger's sort of domain, it's sort of the trees just open up and it's just open fields.
So it'd be a dead run to get into the school.
Yep.
Sorry, how far away were the cages?
So what did I say? The building was
100?
500 feet, and
500.
it's 100 feet back, so it's about 400 feet from where you are.
Damn it, I need to get closer.
Can I hop along and see from other points of view? Do like a circle reconnaissance of the school?
So this was like sort of like walled off between the ranger's sort of forested area. This is the only area where you're going to get purchase above the wall using? Let me just double check something there.
Can you
I
make the
think
jump,
about it.
Chad?
Yeah, I can definitely jump it. Easy. Hey! You're a nerd who knows spells, right?
Some.
What do you know?
I know magic missile. Mr. Ray's seen it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Always like that one.
I don't have much left though. I've got 1 invisibility, misty step. I've got now detect magic, featherfall, disguise self, mage armor, and magic
Now you
missile.
have Featherfall.
How many people can fit in Thor's backpack? Or under his
Not all of
jacket or
us.
something?
One of you, one Hank could fit in his backpack.
I'll just cling to him like a koala under his jacket.
Yeah, spell doesn't work like that.
Damn it!
I think if anything, we've got to try and jump the fence. I just need to get within 100 feet and then I can start communicating.
Have any of you got like a rope or anything in your backpacks?
I pull out my backpack and start having a dig.
You would surely.
Yeah, because you were all set up for adventuring school, you freaking nerd.
I do not.
Classic.
I do.
Uh,
I have 1 hempen rope.
great. I
I
will...
produced it victoriously.
Good job,
Um,
jump buddy.
Instead of climbing down the tree, mage hand pull the rope up. And I'll jump the fence with the rope. Into a tree
Sure.
or something like that, so I'm still safely hidden.
You could attempt some parkour off the
Hell
wall
yeah.
itself and then onto a tree. Give me an acrobatics. No advantage. Just
I do
straight.
have a bag of sand if it helps.
Yes, it does.
Thanks, mate.
help.
Oh,
bring
yeah,
it down.
that was shit.
That was poo. So
Jeez, thanks, Sam.
you jump, like you jump and you make it, and you almost overbalance on the fence itself, and then you just jump over. You make it to the other tree. There's just nothing fancy about it.
Cool. I will tie the rope around the tree so that it's got purchase, and everyone else can climb on over with assistance.
Make a survival check.
Oh yeah, this is the one that I did great at last time.
Can we do one of those things where we tie a knot in it with a little loop, and I put my foot in it, and you guys just drag me up and over? I think that is more successful than me trying to use my own muscles.
I could throw you. Be a sick jump.
I mean,
It would be a pretty good jump.
now that you mention it, how high is the wall?
10 foot.
Easy.
Yeah,
It's
all
like
right.
7 foot tall.
Hang on, I just do some limber stretches. Yep, because I'm gonna get ready to do a tuck and roll on the other side. Calisthenics, I think they call it, gym class.
Yep.
Oh, here we
Alright,
go.
I'm about to do it.
All right, I'm ready.
Just know that my rolls have been poo tonight.
Do you need me to run up, and then you'll fling, or what? How's this work?
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Just throwing him like a football.
I'm just going to grab you and throw
Oh, okay.
halfway through your stretch.
You could do athletics if you want, or just strength is fine. It's up to you.
I'll just do the strength.
All right. So for the,
Wouldn't athletics be better? Just
I
quietly?
think Jay is
I've got a 19
got
on the
his
strength.
audio coming through his computer or something.
Yeah, I can't
All
get
right.
that
So
distance.
yeah. So there's a little bit of a run up. Thor's just like, woo. We just like see Hank
Ragdoll.
soaring, soaring, doing a massive jump. Any special moves you're throwing in there?
Salute
or-
it.
I want to jump into like a almost like a star, like spread eagle, and just like go through the air like a giant ninja star. And then when I get close to the ground, I just do like a tuck and roll.
Yeah, success. You do it. You feel like
Japanese.
the jump was successful.
I look
Thank
at the
God
rope
that-
I tied.
Yeah, thank God Chad tied that rope so well with a crit.
Thank God, fucking Thor just didn't throw me into the wall. I mean, that's the Hank way.
Bang!
All right. Yeah, I still remember that. I still remember that window from session 1.
Wonk.
All right. Who's left? It's Ray and Thor.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Unattended.
Well, I'd reach out and I'd place a hand gingerly on Thor's forearm.
And I'm straight up the rope.
Jesus.
With a sick jump at the end of it.
Yeah. So you just like hook up this rope with a critical straight up after stranger danger alert goes off again.
Amber alert.
Yeah,
Amber alert.
Up and
Husband.
over. You've husband. Fuck now. All right, Ray, your
You're
turn.
not. It's only me, you're me. The love is strong as ours. Our life together will be great.
I do the star shape jump over it, just like Jump Buddy.
Yeah.
Salute him back.
And a tuck and roll at the end.
Yeah.
Nice success. All right, Ray, what are you
Land on
doing?
my feet.
How are you getting over this wall?
Pull the rope up. I'll leave the rope for Ray.
We need costumes.
The dynamic duo.
Man.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm
Little
just gonna
cape.
climb up and over, just
just puppet it.
dragging this fucking limp body underneath me. Just,
Do you sort of just like flop over the top and then over?
yeah,
or do you
flop
just take
over
the
and
rope?
then just sort of roll over.
Yeah, nice. You kind of land
And then,
flat.
like, yeah,
Look at your husband.
it's kind of like the way I think it's happening in my head is like a superhero landing, but the body underneath me is just like crumbled mess. But Ray himself
Shit.
on top is just like
Oh, that's
wings
amazing.
out, tail up, like, yeah.
All right,
I
you
look
are
at these
now.
assholes, look at my perfectly tied knot, yank it undone, jump out of the tree. I'm grateful.
It was a good idea.
Kill my dog, don't climb my rope.
All right, you are now inside the essentially the prison district of where you know the Dwarven HQ is, hidden amongst the trees near the ranger's cabin, and you know that there's going to be some clear ground to traverse if you want to get within communication range of anyone in that prison.
All right.
Can I scoot around like the tree line and see if there's like anywhere that it gets slightly closer to the school that's not so heavily guarded?
No. So basically, it's almost like your school grounds are here, right? And you're down here, and the tree line comes out here. Like, maybe not that far, but like here, and the school's up here. So the closest is going straight towards it.
Ooh. What kind of school this be? Some barbed wire and guards, I see. Strange that
do you
is for a
remember?
place of learning. Someone have a penchant for burning?
Um, nod. Keep walking. Is there like
Why is no one paying
dumpsters,
attention?
sacks, anything that I'll be able to hide behind while I try and avoid capture?
All right. So no, there is literally. It's
Absolutely barren then.
it's open ground. Like it's like there's like a walking track that leads down into this area, which is specifically designed for the rangers to learn
I
how to
was just
treat
wondering
themselves.
if they had like dumpsters,
Yeah, there'd be like
supplies.
scattered bins and things like that. But you, as far as like, I mean, you could probably try and hide behind things like that. But like you're thinking like smaller bins, not like massive wheelie bins or anything. You know what I mean? Like
And how many guards are there?
make a perception check.
Can I? Do I have
Anyone who
initiative?
wants to can. So you know that you literally walk past like the ranger's cabin while you're in here.
I'll have a gander.
He's lost in thought. He's like, yeah, I did do a sick jump. Maybe next time I'll tuck my knee.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tuck one knee, but not the other. Ooh.
Jump Buddy was right. That star was amazing.
All right. Everyone but Ray is having a squizzo. All right.
So Ray just sort of creeps up with them. Where's my perception?
Okay, worth it.
I'm just sort of looking over Thor at the moment, just like looking him up and down. Like,
This is so bad. All right. So, Chad, looking up,
Yes.
you spot little, yeah. You spot what you see is like bins and like small rocks and the little outdoor theater, like the little amphitheater that you could probably maybe hide in on your way up to get a little bit closer. But as far as people are concerned, up there, you think you see a lot of townsfolk. You see at the back stairs of the actual school itself, you think you see the principal, and you think you see Hank's dad and Hank's brother
Locked up or?
talking, like together. They're outside of the cages. Why would the principal be in a cage? Anyway, and then there is a dwarven officer there talking to them as well. But they're obviously way out of earshot.
Hey, Hank. Is that your dad and your brother?
Where?
What's that say? Let me get my glasses.
Pick him up so he can see better.
Ooh. Yeah, looks like it. I mean, I don't have elf eyes, but looks like it.
Yeah, I know you guys aren't flat earthers like I am, so you have shitty vision.
Well,
Apparently
Mrs.
that's why the elves can see really well.
Mrs.
'Cause
sorry,
they're
it was the
flat
fish.
earthers.
Mrs. Jump Buddy said that Dad was diplomatizing.
Ah, okay, I thought he was a traitor. That makes more sense, but they're talking with the principal and he's a douche.
Well, he is a douche, that's for sure.
So that's like the only threatening people I see, though, the principal.
Yeah, I mean, there's
And-
guards in the towers and stuff overlooking the prison yard.
How many
you
per
do see
tower?
4.
And how many towers?
4.
16. They've probably all got guns. The
And
math
you
ain't looking
see,
good.
and you see a scattering of other patrols like moving around the complex as well. It's not like just the guards are in the towers. That's a terrible way to run a prison. But it's still daylight. Or it's getting on to late afternoon.
I have
It's very very overcast.
I have a plan, I think.
Does it involve releasing the horses from the stable?
No. I mean, you know what would be cool is if we release the horses from the stable and then at the same time as they were all like trotting out, Jump Buddy and I were like standing on top of it in like this cascade. That would look awesome. But that wasn't my plan.
I don't think your buddy could fit on a horse.
Oh, he could easy. Stand on top. Like
Calling me fat?
he could have 3 horses underneath him.
Calling you like 6 tabaxi tall, mate.
And I'm the usual tabaxi, but
Big
it'd
tabaxi.
be rude.
Anyway, I've got a plan to get us inside.
Just big boned.
What's the plan?
I'm going to disguise myself as a dwarf, and you're going to be my prisoners.
Anyone here got a disguise kit?
Well, I've got one better. I've got a spell.
Yeah, but they were looking for me.
It's alright. We'll put a bag on your head. We'll put a bag on all your heads.
What if they want to take the bag off?
I'll just
2 bags?
say no.
2 bags.
You know what? I'm certain this can't go wrong. Take another drink.
I don't
Who's
know.
going to guard my bag of booze?
I will.
Good, because I'm not giving it up.
Can you do... I'm not good with knots. Can you do one of those knots that if you pull on it, it just comes undone? Anybody?
I'll start my survival checks again, I guess. How many do you want?
Chad is incredible. How many knots do you want?
Apparently.
Well, one on Chad, Thor, and Mr. A.
They're all
Be sure
pretty
to
good.
tie us together. That way we can stay forever.
Jump Buddy's at the front.
I position
Mr.
myself.
Ray's at the back.
Meanwhile, I'm like sort of just stroking his big arm. I'm like, from the great coral reef to the depths of the big blue, they will toast to our union, and of course to you, the one who tamed me, the one who wed the great Ray. They will cheer far and wide from the breakers to the bay.
I'm sorry, did we fall in like a massive pool of acid? The
need
fuck
an
are you
adult.
talking about?
Told you before I did. Wed we are now.
No,
After
no,
the mouth
no. Not by the laws of this land, mate. Maybe in some weird thing where you are, but not here.
Plus, my mum said no.
Yeah. That's the kind of thing that gets you locked up if you say that around here, mate.
It's as if the words from my mouth reek. You all just ignore me whenever I speak. Help you is all I want to do, but it's like everything I blab just turns to poo. You treat me as foe and shy away, but I am just friendly old Ray.
Mate, he's 13 and you've said you've married him.
Aye?
He's a minor.
Illegal in our country. Against the law. No consent.
There is but one law, the law of the sea, and that is the law that governs me.
Well, where are we?
Nice.
Thanks. But I don't see no see. I see lots of dirt and earth. So, laws of land, not sea.
And definitely no reeing.
Anyway, moving on. While Mr. Ray's like caught in a kind of little thought bubble, we make the most of the opportunity. And I...
Man, you better put a big bag on his head so they don't look.
Yeah, we need a big one. I mean, it's going to be moving and kicking.
All you've got is your backpacks.
Oh, it is my components, awesome. I've got...
I've got a bedroll. I'll cut it up into. I'll cut the blankets up and turn them into makeshift bags.
Yeah, we just like fold them over and tie them up. You know, just like put a little knot, like a bandana or something. Alright, and I cast Disguise Self, and
Let's say the bags take you about an hour to do.
Sure.
It's getting dark.
Yep, and I cast Disguise Self and make myself look like a nondescript dwarven soldier. Like the same armor, I just sort of pick generic features. Just what I think a dwarf looks like.
So they're all putting their backpacks over their heads.
No.
I think they're making makeshift ones out of their bedrolls.
Okay, well, a bag I need not, for I'm already in disguise. This meat puppet below me will trick even the wise.
Mate, we can see you've got a stingray on your head. They're going to freak out.
They're probably going to stab you.
Well, you are a stingray, so they're going to freak out.
But believe they will the man beneath the ray, when words come out of his mouth and speaketh that way.
I mean, sure.
I give him a tiny, tiny demonstration, and the meat puppet below me, like I sort of like slap my mouth down over its forehead, and in through a crack in its like decrepit sort of skull there, I just sort of like, you see this like as Ray just sort of like fills up with air and then pushes down into this thing, and you just hear, "Hello, my name is Ray." Come from the mouth of this, or the vocal cords of this this dead swimmer below him.
What's he actually wearing? If he's a swimmer, is he just like Starkers?
Oh, he's just
or
wearing
is
dick pics.
Speedos.
Yeah,
It's just
but he is filthy, like with mud and sticks and shit all over him. And
Oh, shit. Maybe
so what's happened? The Ray's just like deflated all up around him.
so Ray's just sort of like, he took a big breath. Like, so Ray's sitting on top of his head, right? And like every time he's been talking, he just sort of like lifts his head up off the top of this guy's crown.
Right.
And then he's basically like, he's gone down over, he's put his mouth basically here on his forehead, like where there's this large sort of split, where he's obviously bashed his head open. And and through that gap, he basically is just breathing down into this bodice, and it's causing that person to, like, for him to speak through that person, that corpse, essentially. I was going to use that as my ulti, if you don't mind me giving the demo to them first.
Sure.
Okay.
So, what you're saying is that through this means, you'll be able to persuade them to let us in?
I don't know. If we stay on this tack, you're gonna get attacked.
Perhaps.
Good to know. Okay. Yes.
Man, they're gonna whack.
Should be right. We can do this. All right. And we start walking towards the nearest door inside.
Up at the school, you're just
Yep.
going to wander up.
Yep.
All right. So, as it's gone dark now, by the time all this has happened, all the sewing and all the cutting or whatever's happened, then you're like, okay, disguise self, and then whatever he's doing has happened. You are about to make your way out of the forest and up the sort of a walkway towards the prison area. So to get to the doorway on this side, you would have to go through the prison area, which is guarded by like multiple guard towers. You've seen lights come on at all 4 guard towers and the back of the school. And then you see blast through the back doors of the school. Doors go open and coming like flying down is this what looks to be a homeless dude on a trolley, and he's almost like riding this trolley down the pathway directly towards you guys, and you see like spotlights spotlights just whip to him as he's like coming down.
When did I take drugs?
And
The
you
fuck's
see
going on, jump buddy?
I don't know. It's
You
crazy,
also-
but we need it. Lift your hood for a sec.
out of the school, like he's gaining pace as he's coming down the hill towards you guys. And out of the school, you see probably about 20 odd dwarven soldiers come like tearing after him with like lights on their guns, and he comes careening down straight towards you guys.
All right, we
As the
use
path,
this as a momentary distraction and see if we can like sort of jump stage left for a second, and hopefully in the
Is this the guy from
twilighty.
behind Starbucks?
It could be. Do I see nunchucks floating around? If they're focused on him, they might not notice us off to the side, and we try to use that as an opportunity to get in.
all right. So he comes screaming down this path, and his trolley's just full of cans, and he's wearing these like grey, hacked up like rags as like some sort of like makeshift cloak, and you see he's got like this like blue skin. You see it on his hands and on his face. Not much you can see, and you can see like this almost tinfoil hat thing going on underneath as like as the hood sort of like keeps popping up. You know, comes screaming down. You guys sort of go stage left, and he sort of like just like pulls up on this. He just sort of like jumps off his trolley, and his trolley sort of skitters off into the forest, and he's just looking around. And these guys, like he's left them in the dust. Like he was actually making
Okay.
somehow he was making pace. He's like searching around, and looking for you, what looks to be you guys, and he runs straight to where you guys are. Like he comes around the back, like he like hides behind a tree, like looking like, and then he runs towards you guys, and he goes directly to Hank. Like, is there anything you guys want to do?
Other than be amazingly confused.
Bewildered. Got my peeking at him.
He runs straight up to Hank, lifts Hank up with 2 hands, and whispers something in his ear. Drops him, runs out to the road. As you see this platoon of soldiers just light him up. There's just like Runelock energy fire just tearing up the road.
Fucking book it.
Hank just, not Hank, fucking, Ray just starts sort of like immediately and starts backing away, like trying to, like, even though he's tied up with the rest of them, he's like pulling at the ropes and stuff, like just trying to go back the other way, back to where he came from.
Hang on.
Cheese it, my friends.
When
Made for
when
this height,
he
not
picked
back to
me
the river
up,
before we get
did I
shot.
get a decent look at his face?
You did. Hang on.
Do I know what race he was?
He was a tiefling.
Oh, okay. Just a blue one.
That's what he said. That's what he whispered to you. All right. And so he just gets lit up, like he's obliterated. There's grey rags flying everywhere. These dwarves are mobilizing down towards your way. So what are you guys doing? You're currently in the forest, tucked away to the left a bit, but they've seen. You would assume that they've seen where he's jumped out from.
Yeah, we have to kind of keep moving, because if we get caught by him, I don't think... Like, it'll just be too weird for one dwarf and 3 weirdos to be out in the middle of this side.
Yeah.
So we need to, like, book left and... Like, yeah, when they light him up, we just try to move as fast as we can, as far as we can.
Away through the forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you just backtrack straight out through the forest, not out of the forest, but along the forest edge. Yeah. All right. Cool.
If they do spot us, it will hopefully look like we're in an area where it, just even by visual standards, it could be understandable while we're there. You know what I mean?
All right. So you book it. You retreat, so to speak. Left through the forest, staying in the forest, out of eyeshot, or you feel your instincts from that whole thing that just went down.
Yep, drugs are bad. That's right. Just say
drugs
no.
Drugs are bad, but also you feel like they were focused so much on this bum that you don't think that you were spotted.
Cool. That's what I'm hoping.
Your instincts tell you that you weren't. You don't think you were spotted.
Yep. Yeah. Well, then we keep hoofing it towards the school.
Alright, so you're gonna have to come up and around.
Yep.
To avoid that area.
Chad.
Yeah.
Did you say you heard Mr. Chad talking to a dwarven officer?
I saw your dad talking to...
No. Back at home. Your home.
Oh, yeah. My dad. Yeah, he was talking to a fancy dwarf. Give him the codes or my family dies.
Do you remember if he said a name at all? Like the dwarf's name, the officer's name?
I remember he was pretty pissed.
Oh, good.
Alright. So to kind of half visualize this, forest down here, yeah?
Yep.
Down the bottom, schools up the top, prison right near.
Okay.
Alright, so you've sort of booked through the forest down the left to stay in the forest. So you're probably down here. Your crush ball is up on this side.
Alright.
But that's open.
Yeah. Just go straight for the nearest door, window, entrance, opening.
Booking it. All right, everyone make stealth checks.
Here we go.
To avoid spotlight. Danger.
This is where I...
Oh, whoops. I was all rolling at advantage. not good. Not good. I'd say I'd burn an
And
inspo, but
I already
I think
burnt
as a
mine
collective we did
trying
pretty
to
well.
save somebody who wanted to
my
die.
Granny, you can have my inspo to reroll.
It's all good. We'll see how this goes.
Alright.
All right. So you guys make it up across the crush ball field. 3 out of 4 of you are having fond memories of day one when Hank was being called the pigskin. You feel like you're having fond memories of
Still
getting
wasn't
detention.
terrifying.
fucking Benny.
But you do make it up to the side. So the side doesn't have so much of a doorway. It's got like a lot of windows.
Yep.
So Chad makes it there first, looks around, kind of just like thinks to himself, I'm just going to check to see if this is open, sort of thing. And goes to like shimmy it. Just like just smashes this window in. And you do hear voices from around the fairway way. Like this is a big school. You hear voices from within and to the back of the school.
Immediately go prone as if Hank's beaten me for something.
Yeah, I'm giving him the business. Pointy finger, angry dwarf face, just in case anybody's looking, and then I point to the door.
All right. So there's no door here, so you're looking at the front door or the back door.
Back door.
Okay. So you scolding Chad, and you see like a couple of dwarven soldiers come in through the room that like the window was smashed, and one pokes their head out. Hey, what are you doing?
Never mind. He was on the mushrooms and a very naughty boy, and I'm bringing him into the kitchen for potato peeling duty.
Potato peeling. What's your name, soldier?
My name is Corporal Spanner.
You fucking spent.
Spanner in the works.
Sure hope you're wearing the correct rank.
Yeah. What rank?
Nah, his first name is just Corporal.
Corporal, I get a little Corporal. Wink, wink.
All right, Corporal Spanner. Why haven't you got these? He looks around. Oh, you guys are all tied up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you were
Bag.
running across the crush ball field, did you have the bags on then?
Yeah, well, they should have.
Wow.
Following
Wow.
the best.
What a vision.
Oh my god. Except for Ray.
But, yeah. What?
But
What
that
is-
probably wouldn't have helped because we would have been watching Team America run across.
What is that thing?
Yeah, better not.
Why have you
to-
got 3
to look.
prisoners to yourself?
Well, he's being reprimanded because he keeps getting filthy. So they want him to go in and clean out the latrines.
Oh, okay. What's your operating number?
It's a very, very, very good question. Can I see any numbers on? Do they have anything on them? I'm like,
You don't see anything openly on them. You see like little on their shoulders. You see dots, like coloured dots, like orange dots. The guy you're talking to has 3 of them.
yep.
The other bloke, his backup, only has 1. But that's it. You don't see any other identification marks or anything to suggest that these guys are different. You see like glowing orange, like rune lock.
2187.
Well, I was just going to say 2 because it's in between.
Go on. What's your operating number?
TK217
187.
87. Orange.
TK21787.
Yeah.
You sort of like, you see him like pull up like a data pad. He's just like playing with it. Like a dossier
Ray
comes up.
instinctively vomits up the fish from earlier over this guy who is now playing with his little wrist gauntlet thing.
So this fish vomit, this water chicken vomit, just like projectile vomits all over his shit, and it sort of like flickers out. He's like, right, he grabs you, just wrenches you in through the window. Take like a point of damage for like broken glass. They put you in like rune lock sort of cuffs. Proper like they get rid of these ropes. Like, he got cuffs. Why has he got rope for? Puts you in proper cuffs, and yes, he's like, all right, take him. Sort of like grabs you by the back of the shirt. Oh no, you don't even have a shirt. He's like, what the fuck? What's going on? Why is this all?
Yeah, I wouldn't touch him.
Yeah. He's like, go on, keep moving. And then the other one's like, right, where are you taking him? Where are you taking him?
Kitchen duties.
All right, hurry up about it. I'll see you there in 10.
Okay. Hustle.
See you there in
hustle.
see you there in 10, Corporal Spanner, TK21787.
As these two sort of like spin me around and sort of say that sort of stuff to them, like, oh, what the fuck? What are you? What's he wearing and stuff like that. I basically just sort of like, I put my face down over the flap and through the exhausted windpipes of this meat bag, I'm like, my name is Ray, and I like to fiddle. Give me a smile, boys, while the rest of my crew fucks you up.
Austin, the bag's going like
peels himself up off the forehead, and he just sort of like somewhat twists behind, and like looks over at the rest of the crew, and he's like, "That's your cue."
You see like a blue wave, almost go over Ray as his whole puppet body and Stingray just go limp and crumble in a heap, and like you just black out completely. You like to fiddle, do you, boy? And they like sort of like you see the one who didn't get vomited on sort of like start playing with his bracelet things, and you see like anyone who's looking, you see Ray's body lift up off the ground like via the arms, just like backwards. So,
What the?
he's like, you greasy fucker, we'll put you away for a while. And that's where we'll end it tonight.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, good gear. Anyone in the chat? If you are in the chat, send in a vote for your favorite role player for tonight, and they'll get a cheeky inspiration. God knows they need it. And my players, send me a cheeky message, and we'll dish out an inspo. Who's left?
Me.
Paddy.
Yeah.
So player vote tonight. It was super close. It's actually a 3-way tie until the last vote came in.
Neato.
So player vote tonight goes to the definitely not a fake tabaxi, Jake.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Cheeky dad. Love it.
Got to be
Yeah,
done
nice.
for the perfect throw, mate.
Thank you.
It was close.
I was proud of that.
I wanted to like Jay was fucking hilarious. But I had to
He
give it a
was.
jump, buddy.
I like to fiddle.
So
Jesus.
unexpected.
It's the first time he hasn't rhymed, and nobody fucking did anything.
I think it caught me more off guard than anything. Then the whole, what'd you say? His arms were going backwards and he was coming up. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the?
Man, we're going full on exorcist shit here. Like, I'm just uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable.
Nah, good gear tonight, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
You all right?
Very good.
Is there any votes in the chat? I'm not even sure, mate.
No, I didn't see anything.
Oh, good. Well, y'all know where to catch us. We're on the Instagrams, kind of. Facebook's kind of. YouTube's definitely. We are there. We exist there. And Twitter. And if
Oh,
the tweet. Twitter. All right. So catch us next Monday for this. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? You guys, it's an absolute fiasco. We're inside the school. We've got a fiddler in there. We got the other two being sent to the kitchens.
What was the?
Then he just pulls out a
what was-
goddamn musical instrument.
What was the last thing he said again? Can you remember it?
My name is Ray, and I like to fiddle. Give me a smile, boys, while the rest of my crew fucks you up.
That's right.
And then they just
Off guard. I was like, wait, what?
Just oversensitive to fiddling.
and then they didn't do anything, and it's just like wang.
Well, we're all just like, sorry?
Save me, you idiots!
Bye, Ray!
Good form.
Thank
All right.
God we're safe.
So, once again, thanks for viewing. Thanks to Operation Bin Chicken for doing all the hard work, that awesome work over in WA, and we'll see you next Monday for some more Southpoint D&D fiasco. Who knows what's going to happen? Secret messages are floating around. There's bums coming out of nowhere. There's stingrays on puppets who are fiddlers. It's madness. Anyway, catch you next Monday.
I think
Bye,
we just
guys.
blow this one as a blind.
Be well.
Says.
Is that it?